Right people, this is the idea that I had with the O-ring I was talking about the other day. It's I think if I bought a 3.5 inch, or yeah, 3.5 inch O-ring rather than a 3 inch O-ring, and get it a bit fatter. This is 80mm. If I got a 90mm one and have it say like 5 or 6mm, I think it'd be better than the 80x4. But with that O-ring put on, that'll create that seal there that we're after. You don't have to spend a fortune for. Put it in the right hole. So when you put that plug in, it presses up against that O-ring, so it'll save you like the £13 per seal that the Yamaha one. And just put our bushings in there, put the screws on. Yeah, it wants a bigger one really. That'll do for the moment. So what I'll do is I'll order a bigger O-ring, get a couple of bigger O-rings for that, and we'll see where we go from there. So hopefully the bigger O-rings would be better for the clocks. Right, the time has come to rebuild the front brake caliper, so we're going to go for that. Sprayed it up in the summer, so it's all nice and clean and ready to rock and roll. New parts. I always more or less always put a stainless piston in these calipers, because there's nothing worse than a rusty piston. I'll show you that a bit later how to get a rusty piston out, because I'm sure of you in the past have had trouble getting these out of here. So we got some disc brake lube. Nice little plane to go over. Nice new seal kit. One of those. Get our seal in that little groove in there. Before I do that, I'll just put some of this caliper lube in there. So we just like squish around in there. It's probably easier to put it on this one. Horrible sticky stuff. It's a tricky bit. Right, you can do it. There we go, so we've got him in there. Before I put the piston in there, I just stick this on the piston itself. It's just easier easier to get it on while the piston's on outside. It's quite that's one all lovely. A bit of the grease. On there as well. I'm just going to go and wipe my hands. This is horrible grease, this brake caliper grease. Lube. On we go, in you go. And just push it, slide him in. Now, this is the worst bit out of everything, is getting this little seal over that lip and getting a clip on it. There's my mini screwdriver. As you can see, it just doesn't want to go over. Down you go. There we go. So that's all the way down, all the way around. And now your clip needs to go on, which is a fucking pain in the arse, this thing. Clips all the way down now, so you've got your piston in, nicely lubed up, pistons in nicely lubed up, got the seal on the top. And you've got the new these. Going there, ready. Next, I need that. That thing needs to go through there and into this top part here. Here's another pain in the arse. Don't use the this caliper lube on this bit, because it ends up seizing it up. It does a worse job than it's meant to, this stuff. So basically get him in there like so. Now this piece is what will go inside. What we use, get some molly grease for it. Any old grease will do, don't really matter, to be honest, as long as it ain't brake lube. nicely. Some parts of the Bitsa bike build are going to be new, safety wise, like the brake parts. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use the old bits for the brake parts really. If it's that critical, it's got to be new, to be honest. Same with the brake shoes. I mean, I need to buy a proper kit for this. Get some decent shoes for it. Same with this thing here as well. I need to replace that to get a new one of those. Be on the rusty side. Yeah, I want to do, but just to be on the safe side, really. This is how often I change the brakes, the brake pads on the bikes. When I, do you know what I mean? When I rebuild the bikes, I always put new pads in it, new pads and shoes and stuff. But just for the sort of like, just to show you how it goes together, I'll just use an old set for the moment. Every one of them's different. Matched pair there. Tried those the rear brake clips, but they were too big for this, so I need to use the little ones, the original ones for the front. I couldn't get the caliper on with them, the other clips. Get brake shoes. Caliper should slide on. That's so. In between those two clips. And push down on that. On the other side there's a little retainer screw which goes in. Then once you push that down, that will lock into place on this this pad there. So just quickly do that. I think it's going to cut out again in a minute, so I'll have to change the batteries and come back to you. Can he do it before it cuts out? Can he do it? Get in there, motherfucker. Right. So there you have it. Put a bolt in this side to hold it in place. So that's all the brakes now ready for the rest of it to be attached. So jobs are good on that one. Right, I'll catch you later. Here's how you get those these pistons out of the caliper. Basically take out the bleed nipple, take that out, and then put in a grease nipple and just squeeze that in there. Find a bolt which fits the hole and just screw that in there to block it off. Don't even know what that's off, but I just found it in a drawer and just screwed that in there and blocked that off. And all you do then is just pump grease into it, and we should. You can see that. Can you see that? Over there a bit. You must be able to see that now. So when I start pumping the grease into it, is there any fucking grease in it? There it comes, you can see it. And it's forcing it out. Obviously, you need to clean it up a little bit afterwards. But it saves putting this thing in the vise and trying to twist it out with a pair of mole grips or pliers or whatever, and you just keep going until it pops out and we all get covered in grease. Rusty side at the top. So as you come, it's out there now, look. And that's how you get them out. I might even clean up that one. Take that off. But that's the easiest way of getting them out. And obviously you've got to clean all the grease and stuff out afterwards. You just scoop that in the pot down the bottom there. It's got a bit of a bash in there, look. You can see that, so it's hit it, or maybe somebody who had this before me was trying to free it up and smashed it in there and trying to get it out again. Yeah, it's just a bit too much rust on there to use that again, so that'll be scrap. So I'm going to take the bleed nipple out. Doesn't matter if you use a bent one or a straight one. I got that out of a kit off eBay for I'm getting £8 for about fucking 200 of these things or something. Tons of them. And that's it. I believe this is an M10 by 1mm. M10 fine thread. It's M10 by 1.5 and it's M10 by 1mm threads. So that's that. I'll be back in a second. So here's where we're at the moment with the bike build. I found that universal mud guard, so I'll put that on. That looks alright actually, not too bad. I thought it might look a bit more shabbier than that, but it seems to be alright. Put the brakes on as you saw earlier on. Yeah, I need to finish them off. I need the junction bit that screws in between here. The clocks. I'm going to go for the green clocks on these. I think the earlier clocks. Put the early ones in there. So I've got to redo the O-rings, get bigger O-rings for them, and then put the clocks on. Found these that I bought when I was building the chop ages ago, so we'll have the some black controllers on it. I think I got it from China. Must have got it from China. So that's where we are at the moment. And hopefully we get our headlight ears soon, so we can put all that together. Then once we get the part for the brakes, we can bleed them, so we'll have front brake that works and the rear brake that works. Yeah, until the next one, I'll catch you then. Thanks for watching and I'll see you later.